hip up.
Okay, so Ronda Rousey needs to fire her PR team, or whoever came up with the idea for her to do that damn Ask Me Anything on Reddit, because yeah, that blew up in her face. So as of this morning, which is Thursday, Ronda Rousey has issued an apology online on her Twitter, I believe, or Instagram, whatever. He posted his apology for her Sandy Hook comments. Now, I don't know how YouTube handles Sandy Hook stuff, so as of right now, I'm going to refer to it as SH. Just be careful. I don't know how YouTube works with that. I think they may be flagging channels that talk about that topic. Going forward, I will refer to it as SH. All right. Sandy is the S, and of course, Hook is the H. All right. So this whole SH controversy, if you don't know what I'm talking about 11 years ago, Ronda Rousey retweeted or posted this SH conspiracy theory. Oh, this is interesting. Check this out. All right. Look at this. About 11 years ago, she deleted it, but the damage was done. And folks called her an SH doubter or denier, however you want to call it, right? This stayed with her for a while, but she didn't really address it very often, if at all, for 11 years, actually, right? Well, this morning, Ronda issued an apology. Now, this apology I thought was well done. She addressed why it took her 11 years. She addressed how dumb she was and the mistake she made. It felt like it came from her, so I'll give her credit for that. You know, it is what it is. Now, you can head right over to her Twitter page or Instagram or whatever. I'm sure it's over there, and read what she had to say. Again, I thought it was well done, well thought out, well put together. I can't hate on this apology. But the question is, why is she doing this? Why is she even making this apology to begin with? Well, I'll tell you why. Ronda Rousey took to the Squared Circle Reddit page to do an Ask Me Anything. It's an Ask Me Anything session on Squared Circle. Now, I thought this was pretty ridiculous, knowing how sensitive she is and knowing what was going to happen, because the internet and it's the Square Circle. I'm sure they're going to ask her about SH and other things that she's done over the past, I don't know how many years, right? And things you've said that was weird or wacky. I don't know who's on her team, but this was always going to be a dumpster fire. Even said here, Ronda will be joining the Square Circle Reddit page for an Ask Me Anything. Who in the hell thought this was a good idea? I knew it was going to come. Everybody on the internet knew it was going to come. But her team didn't, and she didn't, because they live in a bubble, okay? When you live in a bubble, you don't know what's gonna come your way. You're not sure how people feel out there, because you live in this bubble of yes men and yes women. You don't know what's gonna happen, especially on the internet, okay? She thought she was safe. She thought it was gonna be a safe place. I knew it was gonna happen because I'm on the Square Circle often. I know how that community talk. They're constantly talking about SH and her screw up and how she posted that conspiracy video. I knew what was coming, all right, but she didn't. She had no idea what was coming. So when she went to that session or that thread for the Ask Me Anything, it went about as well as you can imagine. Let's see if I can actually pull this up so you can see for yourself the nonsense that was this idea by her team. So we see here, Ronda Rousey is starting a Kickstarter. This is Ronda Rousey. I recently launched a Kickstarter for my first graphic novel. Her first mistake. The last thing someone wants to hear is that a rich person is starting a Kickstarter, okay? But apparently she has a graphic novel she's doing with AWA Studios. It's a great opportunity for her, a lot of fun. She's starting a Kickstarter. This is a way to get the word out, and hopefully folks would help her, with this graphic novel. I guess that's the idea here. Whoever was on our team screwed her beyond belief, because I tell you, the questions that she got were all about SH, and it was pretty relentless. It did not stop. Let me just look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Got folks questioning the Kickstarter off the bat right here, right? Every question here is about the SH, right? Much like wrestling, a lot of people know that UFC is staged. Seeing as you competed in both, can you shed some light on if they're staged? And while you're at it, can you comment on if SH shooting was staged? After reports of fear of your mother breaking all contact and refusing to speak to you if you tapped in the WWE, do you think anything similar will happen once you tapped out of this AMA you set up? Apparently, she didn't answer any of these questions, obviously. I don't blame her for not answering these questions at this point, but yeah, it was bad. So this happened before, or maybe a few days later, she issued the apology because she realized she can't escape it. It's all online and it's not going to go away. Now, if you listen to her apology, she says that she was advised, and I believe this, I believe her. She was advised to not address it. That's what I would tell her to do if I were them. But at this point, she says enough is enough. I can't just keep ignoring it right now. Let me just put something out there. Let me apologize. Maybe this will stop happening. Hey, Ronda, I hope you're having a great day. My question is, do you feel like wrestling fans are ungrateful idiots, as you tweeted after the release of Bray Wyatt? Oh boy. And if so, why should we idiots help you fund your latest passion project? Now that you're a mother and have a different perspective on life, has your views changed regarding you thinking SH was staged? Or regarding your past comments about trans people and trans athletes? Like saying trans women aren't women even if they cut their pecker off? What the heck is going on? I know from watching and reading old interviews you were a massive Pokemon fan. Are you still? And if so, which ones would be most disappointing to you for your SH comments? Hi Ronda, don't let the haters bring you down. We have all been there where we downplay the deaths of children and accuse them of being paid actors. There was a time when you were audibly heard saying don't cry. Was it directed at the fans near you, yourself, or the actual parents of those who lost their... Wow. That's crazy. Oh, okay, that's a zinger. Hi, longtime fan, first time questioner. Was just wondering if you were planning on apologizing to the parents of the murdered children for claiming it was a hoax. So this is how the session went, folks. It was nonstop, and you couldn't get around it. You couldn't get away from it. All she could do was ignore it. But it's so much, it must have been an eye opener for her. Like, okay, I can't get away from this. Maybe I need to address this after all. Maybe even after 11 years, I gotta say something, you know? Do you think it would be respectful to acknowledge the most upvoted questions on this thread rather than heavily downvoted comments about comic book characters? We'll get to those downvoted comments in a second. So this was nonstop, folks. As you can see, this was nonstop. This was her AMA. Ask Me Anything was literally all SH related questions. Now, there were some downvoted questions at the bottom here. Let's check it out. Let's see how it went. All right, here we go. In a perfect world, who would be in your stable and what would be the name? Okay. Oh, it would be me. Okay, yeah, right. The Four Horsewomen, yeah, I remember. Marina Shafir is a terrible promo. Shayna Baszler, Four Horsewomen, we were spared that. If you could fight anyone in history, who would it be? Buffalo Bill. Were any of the matches, match placement, or opponents you had in WWE written in your contract? Or did you have any reason to believe a match with you was written into any other of your opponent's contract? That's a decent question. No, nothing like that. Contracts detail more the length of time than what matches were set up. What we got here, anything else? Oh, here's a question. Would definitely love to do another tag team run, but being on the road full time with my babies would be pretty difficult. This is compelling here, folks. I think she's definitely going back to WWE eventually. I think it's gonna happen. I don't think she's being subtle about it. In her interviews, she's talking about we and how she likes what Triple H is doing and how she hates Vince McMahon. I can see her going back for sure. Was the one-on-one match with Becky Lynch a missed opportunity? And can we hope to see one in the future? 100% we both push forward. I still don't know why they didn't do it. Hopefully it's not too late and someday it can happen. Well, there you go. She definitely wants to go back eventually. She wants to have another run at some point. That is clear. Talked about how she wants to face Becky Lynch again. Talked about how she wants to get back in a tag team with Shayna Baszler. So that's going to happen, right? Is there anything else important here beyond Pokemon? Would you consider a comeback under the Triple H regime? If so, what would be your dream opponent? I would consider it. I would just love to tag team with Shayna again. There you go. If she could ever forgive me and take me back. There you go. So there you have it, folks. She's going back to WWE if asked. She's interested. And yeah, they would not stop talking about SH. So that's why she apologized, folks. She apologized because that response she got in her AMA was so relentless and loud and didn't stop. So she thought, you know what? Maybe it's time I actually apologize for that and put it out there. Because right now, all these questions are regarding the SH. So maybe I need to just address it and ignore my team, why it happened, how it happened. I feel terrible about it. And maybe I'll stop getting these questions in later forums. That's what happened, folks. And you can choose to believe her, the apology. It's well done. It's well written. Go check it out for yourself. It's long, but I mean, I don't know what's in her heart, so I don't know if she's lying or not, or if she means it. It doesn't matter. She apologized now, and I guess we have to see how it works out the next time they have something like this. maybe they'll say, oh, never mind, we won't destroy her for this because she apologized. And it was a good apology. I will say it was a good apology, for sure. But yeah, I repeat, nobody wants to hear about a Kickstarter considering you are Ronda Rousey. You got paid by the WWE and the UFC over the years. Nobody is trying to hear about a Kickstarter, okay? Maybe find a way to fund your own passion project. Just a thought. Oh, and stay off of Reddit, for a while at least. What are your thoughts on Ronda Rousey and her apology and her AMA? Is her team dumb? Was it a good idea? Should she have handled it better? Let me know. Remember to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.
Keep up!